to run from the one side. They switched sides of the circle. It got up and tapped it. Shaw was there. Cable backed off. Not sure what to do. Goes in now, but the whistle's gone. And Thompson and Cowton have a word to each other. And the North Melbourne Rover Cable goes back for his kick, number 5. And Rayshaw comes down for a little bit of a razzmatazz as Cable aims that ball at Cowton and didn't miss. And Cowton on the wing.
Barham moved back to the wing now from that forward line.
Cowton's kick, Stephen Ick rather. Laurie's his father. The Westler out of the pack, right as a danger man once more. The Tanner running in nice shape. Bangs it straight through. North Melbourne have bolted in the last 5 minutes in this second quarter. 90 minutes gone, second term. Throw in coming up with Thompson giving a shove. Over the back, Picken picks up the crumbs. Tackled there by Cable, picked up by Casson now. Casson has a quick look and a shot to goal. Waiting on the umpire, and it's another one for North Melbourne. A brilliant quarter from North. Baker's going to stand back and do the ruck work here with Thompson. Baker with a high leap. Thompson won it. Wayne Richardson clears it for Collingwood into the centre. Ground's very firm there. It's bouncing high. Punched away quickly by Dench. Oh, a good sidestep there by Twiggy Dunn. He's gone walkabout in the second turn. Back towards centre half forward. Keenan and also Cowton. Keenan's marked. The big fellow doing well. He actually had more tap-outs from the ruck in the first quarter than Thompson. He gave it to Sutton. Sutton comes down the wing. A beautiful pass to Blight. Blight dropped it. Not often he does that. Hinshaw fumble. Blight calls for it at the back. Good play, Blight, but he's lost it. Barham in control now. Shrugs off the tackle. 3 players down behind him and having a dust-up. This is Manasseh on the half-forward flank. Moore dropping back when he should be coming forward. He's got it. Good mark. Strong mark, Peter Moore. He backed back into Gumbleton to give Gumbleton the chance then. But those sticky fingers of Peter Moore have taken a very sure mark. 1 goal to Peter Moore in the first quarter. And Collingwood badly needed. They're 4-6 to North Melbourne's 9-12. As he runs in now with a good shot for goal. That's straight through. Now it's Daryl Sutton surveying the field in front of him. Out to Gary Cowton and Malcolm Blight. Blight's the target. Blight got his fingers to it, can't hang on to it, tried to turn out the wrong way from the pack. Cable's rushed towards the boundary line to get him away from the ball, and he'll take the free kick. Well, he was being ridden. And the North Melbourne champion Rover goes back. Not getting terribly many kicks today. This is his 6th. He's had a few accurate handballs. 3 hand passes so far. Thompson underneath the ball, waiting at the back as Picken got his head down. That's Robert Hyde. Well, they both go in fearlessly, and Hyde takes the kick from the wing. All but 6 players have moved on this side of the centre of the ground. At the back, Rumble flew. Malcolm Blight clears. Running into it, it's Barham with the wrong break on it. Picking it up now quickly is Richardson. Now it's Magro. Magro's kick down towards Twiggy Dunn, the man who was a hero last week. Second bite is Keenan once more remonstrates with the umpire, and Twiggy Dunn's going to take the mark just a few metres away from where he took that memorable one last week. Collingwood trailing badly on 5-7 to North's 9-12.
This is kick number 4 for Ross Dunn, and on a slightly more acute angle, he's the man who brought us back.
So they never come back, but they do, don't they?
It's a goal.
Tom on period now being played. 23 points of difference. North Melbourne leading. Keenan taps it over the back. Ruck Rover Byrne takes it away. Out towards Arnold Brightis. He and Max Richardson shoulder to shoulder. Clever mark to Richardson. The best thing to do was to get the ball moving as he hands it across there towards Hyde while he goes back and has a thump with someone. Keenan scoops up the loose ball. Too tall to pick it up cleanly. Stan Owls getting one of his few kicks. Nothing like the Owls of last week, but it's a long penetrating kick for his 4th. Cable's too short. Worthington almost marked it. Thompson with a handball across to Ireland with a quick peep over his shoulder. Strides straight down the centre of the ground. changes direction, gives it to Wearmouth, the long handball out to the pocket towards who? Ricky Barham. Under pressure, the kick, Twiggy down in the pocket again.
Takes a free kick for a push. Getting a birthday down there.
He's just drifting away from the pack, isn't he? Playing a very cool game.
Almost exactly the same position as from whence he kicked the last goal for Collingwood. And he's done it again. 2 goals in 2 minutes to Ross Dunn. 1 from a mark, 1 from a free. And umpire Robinson to recommence proceedings at the 29-minute mark of the second quarter. Keenan, the big punch straight to Max Richardson, who's done a bundle of kicks on this half-back line. Boots the Maggies into attack. Shaw, the leaper, at the back, Henshaw. Cross ground, coming up Gordon. On towards Ireland, through Schimmelbusch's legs, out to Wearmouth. Caught, red-handed, and has been given a free kick.
What's he given that for? Elect a push in the back?
No, holding the man. He signified as he ran up. Wearmouth in towards Dunn again. Bobbled that one. Moore tries to beat his way clear. Gets it to Barham. Barham shoots for goal and puts it through.
And North Melbourne have an 11-point lead after a great comeback in that second quarter by Collingwood. Keenan and Thompson mistime it. Stan Alves taps it out. Keenan taps it further. Bill Picken ducks his head down and crashes through the pack. Mark Spilt there. Tennant picks it up, clears it, looking for a lead there from Casson. Went past him, Hyde in front position, secures the ball down towards the centre, but 2 North Melbourne players are there, and Tennant gives it to Cable, who runs past. Cable quickly up towards Eck, who's running from behind the pack. Oh, he spilt it. Baker had a headlock on him, maybe a little bit high, or a push in the back, and Baker takes a free kick. Now, I'd think that he's a bit far out from this position to score. He's kicked a couple of goals. 3, in fact. That's a long kick.
Touched.
It's through. It was touched as it went across the line. And the goal umpire had no hesitation as he gave the nod to the boundary of the field umpire, and Baker's just kicked his 4th goal. Now it's on Collingwood's half-forward flank. Twiggy Dunn doing the ruck work and did it nicely with a tap over the head of the pack, trying to find the rover. Here's Anderson for Collingwood, but a bit slow. Running through there is John Byrne, picked it up beautifully. The kick towards a half-forward line, racing out the mid, it's Hyde. Crossball secures for North. The handball back. Good back-wheeling tactics by John Byrne. The chip shot to the pocket. Bridus again. There's that man again. You can't keep him down. 7 behinds last week, including 1 poster. Today, he's kicked 2 goals. And this is his 7th kick. Well, Twiggy Dunn kicked 2 goals from this position. In fact, even a more acute angle in the second quarter. Can Bridus repeat the dose? He has. That's a good goal. Number 3 for Arnold Bridus. Number 11 for North Melbourne.
At the 10-minute mark of the third quarter, North 11-13-79, Collingwood 10-7-67.
It's amazing there's some players on both sides had a reversal of form of last week. Even though Crosswell was averse against Perry, Crosswell hasn't had many kicks. Into the centre, Dunn tried to swipe it over his head, but a close checking, Gumbleton gets it. Count hands it across to Malcolm Blight, swerves around. Beautiful play, Malcolm Blight, and away he goes. Not a very good kick. He hooks it back. The mark dropped by Bridus this time. Out quickly towards Gordon, who's certainly picked up his form from last week. A good side step and a quick look. He's run down by John Byrne, but not before he got the ball to his captain, Max Richardson. He's run past the centre point, ran past, threw it down. Free kick. Free kick. Out towards Caston on the flank. The long handball to Bridus, who's clear by 10 metres. The loose man's set up here, quickly across to Ick. Ick steadies, has a good look at the goal, tries it, it might make the distance. It has! Stephen Ick. First goal. And North Melbourne are really bursting at the moment. This is an incredible replay grand final. There's nothing in it. really nothing, and both sides are going hammer and tongs. Good play by Worthington to give himself an extra 25 metres, and that kick's almost going to the centre wing. It's gone over the hedge of the pack. Gordon sticks a hand out to try and trap it. Manasseh gets it across to Gordon this time, waits for the right bounce on the half-forward line. Look at him go. He's striding. He can kick it from here. He did. Fabulous play. Great individual effort. Wayne Gordon, who's been overdue for a top game throughout these final series, can cover himself with glory for his first goal, and that means I think we've had 6 goals in about 12 minutes in this third term.
And that's at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter. Worthington will go straight up the centre this time. Ross Dunn's there, as is Henshaw. Dunn in front. Still a struggle for the ball. Gumbleton emerges. Back over the head. Bridus and Max Richardson. At the back, bundled to the ground was Robert Hyde. He takes the free. His 10th kick to Manasseh. Manasseh centre wing, goes on with it. Wasn't Manasseh, it was Magro. This is Sutton and Cowton. Cowton with one of those fancy turns, gets out of trouble, in towards Tanner. Tanner taps it to the ground. Beautifully, clever, cool, polished football. Comes centre towards the centre of the ground for his 10th kick. And it's all players there. Thompson did it. Now it's John Byrne. Straightens up and shoots for goal. And banks it through. His first. His 13th kick. What a game he's played today. And it's North 13-17, 95. Collingwood 11-7, 73.
Now the advantage, of course, is 22 points. North Melbourne, a tremendous fight back. Turned up well, playing in their fifth final match in a row this year and their 5th consecutive grand final in football. A drop mark is bad news. Worthington gets it cleanly across towards Perry. Perry, an awkward style of kicking, but nevertheless it gets 50 metres. Drops right into the arms of Cowton, who thumps Wearmouth to move him off the mark. And Wearmouth's cost Collingwood a 15-metre penalty. And Cowton will drive this right up towards the goal square. Baker behind the pack. He's due for a big fly and a big leap any minute. It's not on this time. Crossball, dribbles it through. The goal! Crossball hasn't done very much. Out of his 3rd kick, he's had 3 kicks for the match. He's managed at last to kick his first goal. 1 goal, 2 for Crossball.
Well, 23 minutes into the third quarter. And a 28-point advantage to North Melbourne. Shades of last week, because at three-quarter time, Collingwood had a 27-point advantage. And you know the result. Thompson and Keenan again. Keenan over the back to Cable beautifully. Cable with the wrong kicking foot. A bad bounce. Casson waiting at the back, knocks it on. Baker knocks it on further. Gathering it nicely, Manasseh. Across the face of goal to Hyde. And away goes Hyde. John Byrne chasing him. Hyde backwards to Max Richardson. Max Richardson balks. Gets out of trouble with a shrug. Comes across the centre of the ground looking for Wearmouth. Puts him under a bit of pressure. Wearmouth, a hand pass over in the direction of Anderson, and that's all that could be said about it. Anderson with 2-on-1. Caught, knocked away from him by Elves. And away goes to Elves again. Elves with a stab to Ick. And Ick marks. And he's murdered Picken today. Ick has Bridus clear and looks for him, and Bridus with a 10-yard break on everybody. A lovely mark, a beautiful pass. And Arnold Bridus, who's set North Melbourne's half-forward line alight, his 6th mark. He's kicked 3 goals, 1. He's got a wind which will swing the ball from right to left. And it's gone back for another goal to North. Bridus' 4. And speaking of reversals of form, what about 7 behind straight and 2 out of bounds last week, and 4 goals, 1 this week? Of the last quarter, the 1977 Grand Final replay, North Melbourne with a 30-point advantage, 109-79. As Robinson starts proceedings, Thompson, one of his few tap-outs for today. Picken, but Cable chips in. Finally gets it under control. Oh, lovely hand pass to Schimmelbusch. Schimmelbusch has bright flea. And fisted over his head by Cass, and Max Richardson coming across to Bridus. Bridus seemingly with all the time in the world to Tanner. Tanner on to Schimmelbusch. Schimmelbusch goes barging in towards goal, straightens up and banks it through within the first minute of goal to North Melbourne.
Thompson and Keenan, this time with their heads down, very intent on getting that ball away. Byrne quickly across to Schimmel. Gee, he has some competitiveness in this fellow. The handball's not good for Caston, who hasn't had a good day. Hyde's ridden him, and he rides him again. Brightus wheels around on the wrong foot, throws it down, picks it up. Great play. He's a magic man today. Oh, dropping it, or holding the man holding the ball. That's what it was. He tried too hard.
It's Bond on the ground for Collingwood as he goes up towards the centre of the ground. Twiggy done. Gummerland behind him. Coming across Gordon, who's been a complete reversal. Streams towards goal. He could kick a goal from here, Wayne Gordon. Fakes a hand pass, streams on towards goal, and puts it through. Well played. His second.
Well, Tom Hafey's not really known for making lots of moves, but at times like these, you need more than Rinties. Umpire having a very good look. Keenan with his hands on his hips, a sign of a tired player. Thompson running in, both going to meet head on. A good thump away. Max Richardson kicked into the man on the mark, which wasn't good. Very tired players. There he goes, clearing the ball from the pack. Wearmouth waits for the crumbs. Carlton, Kink, locking arms. Montgomery gets the kick out. North's kicking to position, superb. Manassa. His bulky frame gets him away with it. Down towards the half-forward flank position. Good mark almost taken there by Picken, now playing at centre half-forward in this last quarter. That was Henshaw with a handball. This is Sutton, a chip towards Alves. He's got it. Lack of thought there by Stan Alves. He went too quickly. It's out on the full.
I think, Jeff, he thought he had to play on because it wasn't 10 metres. And I'm sure that's the reason that Stan Alves made that very quick kick. Here's Manassa with his head tucked underneath his arm. So in fact, that was the ball. That's close to the boundary line. Moore and Dench. Dench trying to get clear. Put it on the ground. And Peter Moore will take the free kick. His third kick for the match. Bill Picken so far has had either 2 or 3. Warming up for North Melbourne, or getting disrobed, shall we say. Bill Nettlefold. Moore steers at goalwards. That's a magnificent kick for goal, and right through.
Just so that was his third kick for the game.
Yes.
Peter Moore's kicked 3 goals. How's that for percentage football? Nettlefold warming up to go on for North Melbourne. Gerald Betts possibly for Collingwood. Shane Bond, the rover, the replacement who came on. Well, finals fumbles at this stage. Shaw with a good handball towards Ireland. Ireland's had a poor day. That's his first kick since the second quarter. He's not to the goal. How about that? Moore and Ireland, 2 players who've gone walkabout in the second half. 3 kicks each. And they've both kicked Collingwood's last 2 goals.
He must go straight down the centre of the ground because that's where the big men are poised. He does. Keenan in front. Blight there too. Punched by Keenan. Max Richardson tries to get it. Brightus again. Trying to pick it up. He does. Perry, a dribbler. To Barham. Barham scoots away with it. Looking for Dunn. Gummerland right on his hammer. Gets to Dunn with a bounce. Dunn feeds it back inboard to Bond. What a star he's been. There he goes, still bouncing. Hooks it in towards Peter Moore. And Moore marks! Moore deep in the forward pocket. Couldn't be closer to the boundary line. But the one thing in his favour is he's on his right kicking foot. He should drift around quietly, he does. He's kicked a goal. His 4th from 5 kicks.
4 goals to Peter Moore last week as well. Last week he kicked 4 out of Collingwood's 10.
12 points the difference, Jeff. 16-20 plays 16-8.
9 minutes into the last quarter. Thompson palms it away, but Cable for North Melbourne gets it and puts him into attack. Manassa's struggling after he tripped. Malcolm Blight gets it. Can he do something with it? He chips that back to Stepanek. North's half-forward line was great in that 3rd quarter. It contains it within the boundary lines, pushed over or tripped.
Throw in, Jeff. The boundary umpire signalled it out of bounds. From 50 metres away on a curve, which is pretty good eyesight if you've got peripheral vision that bends.
Thompson has a look. Baker comes in to take this throw in. Over the back, Malcolm Blight swoops in, takes it cleanly across the cable. A straight shot's needed. He's got it. Better effort this week from Barry Cable. That was his 15th kick, and that was his second goal.
Baker's gone into the ruck for North Melbourne. Keenan must be terribly tired. He's up at full forward. Thompson still there. Baker from behind. Thompson the fist up, straight up in the air. Everybody's trying to punch the ball. Gordon, he's dispossessed. Ireland back in towards Nettlefall, who marks, and he'd do well to settle him down. Nettlefall doesn't, though. He kicks straight up in the air to centre forward. Coming in front of the pack, there's Ick. Players allowed to go on. Here's Gordon again for Collingwood. To Shaw. Shaw sells the dummy, and away he goes. Down in the Moore direction. Oh, again! Oh, this bloke's... somebody must have stuck a needle in at three-quarter time, Jeff, and into the posterior as well. Four kicks in this quarter. This is his 6th for the match, and he's absolutely, positively dead in front of goal, that is. And he's put it through for his 5th. Still Worthington to kick off, and still the big power down in the centre. Thompson, and he's got Baker and McCann. Dench has been moved to the forward line as Worthington go. Oh, it's a kick dropping short. Nettlefold trying to smother it and does. Gets to feet. Gets it back to McCann. To Blight. Blight shoots for goal, and he's banged it through. What a game from Malcolm Blight. His 21st kick.
But North Melbourne with a 3-goal lead. Look at Barassi go. Barassi's firing up in these last minutes of this grand final. Thompson. Nettlefold for North Melbourne. Brighter sits underneath it. Won't take that one. That was Perry. This is Brighter again. Didn't have it. Spins away from trouble. Clean handball. No, it's not the Schimmelbusch. Went through his legs. Brighter again. A sensational play on the forward line. Barry Cable with a shot towards half forward. John Byrne takes it. John Byrne certainly within half forward. He's certainly within kicking distance, and North have a 3-goal lead. North Melbourne's half-forward line have been super good today. That's a fine kick from Byrne. It's a goal! And North lead by 4 goals.
McCann and Thompson. Thompson, stolen by that star Tanner, and away he goes, races towards goal, puts it up in the air. Baker and Worthington one-on-one, punched by Worthington through for a behind. We'll give that one to Xavier Tanner. E for effort. His 15th kick, and he's if he had lowered his colours to Magro in the centre last week, he's given him a nice old sausage roll this week. He's had 6 marks and 15 kicks, Xavier Tanner, and here's Worthington to kick off for Collingwood.
Just to tick off the 20-minute mark, final term, grand final. Gordon. Oh, lovely. Rose very high. Didn't hang on to it long enough. Malcolm Blight, super Blight today. Chipped out there quickly by Gordon across to Manasseh, who's played much better this week on the forward line, and Ruckrover going to look at him go, tucks it up under his sleeve. He's mind's intent on kicking a goal. He ducks around, a good swerve by Manasseh, and it's a goal. Yes, what a goal. Fantastic Phil. That would be the best goal of the match. He started off from the back line, crashed his way through, sold everything to them. A fantastic effort. Goal number 3, Manasseh.
Kick number 16, Manasseh. There he is.
And we're into the time-on period, final quarter, and North Melbourne, of course, have won the 77 Premiership.
Thompson over the back, nicely to Tanner. Squirts off the chest of Collingwood's Ireland. In there is Ick, who's been a star player. And umpire Sutcliffe, it is, I think, will bounce it. Centre wing, member side of the ground. Last quarters historically in grand finals, only 28 minutes. The big fist of Malcolm Blight. In there's Phil Manasseh. Hooks it back in towards here. And a lovely saver by Ken Montgomery. His 10th kick. It's been a great half-back line by North Melbourne too. As Montgomery puts it up, here's Brightus jumping in there. Here's also Brightus still again. Throws it away from himself, was caught. and the free kick will go to Chris Perry. Put it on the ground, says umpire Sutcliffe. But it's all over bar the shouting. There it is, 27 minutes. You can only expect another couple of minutes maximum, I'd say, in this last quarter. As Perry at right half-back goes onwards.
North Melbourne had taken Collingwood's best by half-time, and they poured on some power play in that third quarter. That's when they've won it, and they've gone on with it in this final term. A great effort from the Kangaroos, and they're still putting it in. They must be tired to come up after a replay. What Barassi's done is just magic with them. Good luck to Collingwood and Tom Hafey as well. The free kick's on. And there's a very happy Ron Barassi winning his second premiership for North Melbourne in their 5th successive grand final.
Who would have thought, Jeff, 5 years ago that North would have played every finals week for the last 4 years? 17 finals matches in succession.
Schimmelbusch, one of their stars. Not a well-placed kick, but oh, yes it was. It found David Dench, who's on the forward line now, up towards Arnold Brightis, who's invisible today. Collingwood let him go so much, and they've got another slow man on him now in Perry, and Arnold Brightis will love it across to Baker. No one able to mark it as they tumble into the police and the camera boys there for a throw-in. About 27.5 minutes gone, final turn.
Collingwood kick. It was a hand pass. It goes to Gordon from Worthington in towards Bond. This is kick number 6 for Shane Bond, or even number 7, I think, coming up. Tucks it under his arm and streaks across the centre. Cable's got him. No, he hasn't. Bond gets clear and runs and passes across to Barham. Barham straightens up and shoots for goal, and I think he's put it through. He has a goal at Collingwood. For Ricky Barham, it is goal number 2.
Well, 15 points of difference, and it's North Melbourne by 15, so Collingwood would need another 3 goals to win. Wouldn't have time to do it, Doug.
No, I don't think so, Jeffrey. 19-24 plays 19-9. 43 shots plays 28. And it's the 1977 replay of the grand final. 29 minutes. It's any tick of the clock now to hear that siren go. McCann and Thompson. Blight from behind. The free kick against McCann going to Thompson. Added time signalled by the umpires. Away goes Thompson. A very tired kick. Cowton in there, takes the mark. He's lifted his game in the last half, Gary Cowton. And an attack of the fumbles early. There it goes, on to Henshaw. Henshaw across, trying to draw the play, and does. This is Brightis again and Andrew Ireland. Coming up, Schimmelbusch, the speedster, trying to pick up the ball, does it at the second bite, and away he goes. And goes. And goes. And boots it in towards goal. This is not a bad shot for goal. This is a goal to Wayne Schimmelbusch. What a beauty! His second, and Barassi sits back with a sigh of relief.
Fabulous performance by North Melbourne today. I've been programmed to win. I've been wound up, and I just have not stopped. I've had too many things for Collingwood, too many guns going for them.
Well, Jeff, I said in the third quarter that was the side that made the break then that would win it.
Well, you're right. A tick away from final siren, the last quarter, and North Melbourne romping home. And away they go again. But Manasseh stems the flow at the moment. Played a pretty good game, Phil Manasseh. The best goal of the match. Cable marks his kick. 123 Collingwood, 144 North Melbourne in the dying seconds of the grand final. As Cable chips it across to Henshaw. They can afford to waste time now. They've won it. Across to Montgomery. He's lost it. Picked up now by Ray Shaw. Cleverly around. Clever football, too late. He's carried it across the line.
18 kicks by Cable in this match, and every time he got the ball last week, Collingwood buried him, but they haven't been able to do it today. McCann and Thompson. McCann gets it. Thompson's on the ground, just dead tired. Goes to Picken, who boots it in towards Moore. From the back, Moore has allowed the mark. Well, he's within kicking distance. He's only 40 metres out, almost directly in front of goal. And North Melbourne are so convinced they've got this one, they haven't even drifted back onto the goal line. Moore kicks it. And it's gone off the line and through for a behind. So for Peter Moore today, 5 goals, 2. Phil Manasseh, 3-1. Ross Dunn and Wayne Gordon, 2 goals straight each, and Ricky Barham 2-3. For North Melbourne, Arnold Brightis has 4, Phil Baker has 4, and 2 each to John Byrne, Wayne Schimmelbusch, Malcolm Blight and Barry Cape. As Darryl Sutton kicks off, and they're playing keepings off. Across to Ross Henshaw in the right back pocket.
Had some good players today. North Melbourne, probably their best effort ever. Certainly it would be their, I'd say, their best Premiership win. Well, their handball's good. Tanner runs into that bounce. He's got a very liquid style. He's a very fluid player. And that chip quickly across towards
Brightis.
Well, Brightis it is. Brightis across the Dench on the forward line now. Back to Brightis and meters out, and away it goes. Champagne football. And North Melbourne have a 27-point lead, 26-point lead. They can afford to congratulate themselves as we have a quick look at the coaching bench. A very much relaxed Ron Barassi.
This one's gone 32 minutes, Jeff, and we've had nobody taken off with an injury, which is a long time for a final quarter in a grand final. Our official stopwatch actually says 33 minutes. There's the score. 150 plays, 124. Why are they looking anxious, would you think? Waiting for the final siren, which must come at any second. I said that 3 minutes ago. 13 goals this quarter. What a fantastic 23 goals in the last half of this match. Here's McCann in there trying to get boot the ball. Staggering through Wayne Richardson. Has a headlock put on him and takes a free kick. His 15th, started like a rocket, but has had the unenviable task of getting on to Malcolm Blight. On to Gerald Betts. Betts will barrel it forward for Collingwood. He does so towards Twiggy Dunn. Shane Bond put to the ground, and away you go North. There's 3 of them there. This is Ross Henshaw. Dench leading. So is Brightis. It goes over Brightis' head to Dench. Here's the loose man on again. Dench caught. Gets it towards Brightis. Brightis will boot it back towards goal. Does so. Baker at the back of Betts. And marks! Oh, Phil Baker! He's kicked 4-3, and he's right in front of goal. That's the bench again. Why is Barassi looking so worried? And Baker's kicked it off the side of the boot from behind, would you believe?
It doesn't matter in this one, though, Doug, does it?
Look at Barassi. You wouldn't believe it, he says.
What a wonderful effort, the super coach. He looks 10 years younger this week than he did last week.
Still looks at the clock, and it's nearly 35 minutes of the last quarter.
Big crowd certainly had a big taste of great football today in this replay.
Jeff, this must be one of the longest last quarters in the history of football.
It probably is, Doug. But Worthington boots it well out from goal, out towards Kink, who's taken that mark cleanly. Players are just playing out time now, I should suggest. Gary Cowton's marked that kick as well for the opposition. It's siren time, and North have won their 2nd premiership in their history. They won it in the first quarter and didn't look like losing it. And the final siren scores North Melbourne 21-25, Collingwood 19-10.